we got more laptops because why not? Why not? We've got so much laptop content, but today it is performance oriented, if I could say. The best from Windows, quote unquote, versus the best from Apple.
Quote
Again,
unquote, because this is old. This is 2019 old. So it's not the best from Apple, like now.
Oh yeah. And this one is almost new because it is June 2021. So less than a year old. But yeah, what do I mean by this? So right here, I'm gonna bully you on this one. Right here I have the Asus ROG Zephyrus M16. It is a sleeper gaming laptop from Asus. And next to me is
we have a MacBook Pro 16-inch from 2019.
Oh, cool. What's your port situation? Do you need an adapter there?
Yes, definitely you need an adapter. Like no Ethernet ports. We've got 2 Thunderbolt ports here, another 2 here, and then 1 headphone jack. So that's it. Just 4 Type-C ports.
Oh, nice. Well, at least it's Thunderbolt because it's Intel. On the Asus, I have
a lot.
All of them. So on one end, it's the usual power port, HDMI, the LAN, a USB Type A, and 2 USB-Cs. One which supports Thunderbolt, which also supports an external GPU, if you want to do that sort of thing, or 2 8K, 2 4K monitors. Yes, 2 4K monitors and 1 8K. And on the other side, it's a full-sized USB and a micro SD slot. So gone is like the full-sized SD card slot and yeah, memory card slot. I would say in terms of I/O, we're good.
Yeah, you're good.
We're good. Yeah. So interesting thing is both of them are 16 inches, but one looks smaller than the other.
Yeah, this looks huge. Like, I think.
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger. No, it's a little bit bigger. I mean, it's half a centimeter either side, sort of. But mine's definitely thicker.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. You can see.
Like
you can see.
It's almost twice.
It fits 2 MacBooks, yeah.
Yeah, but then most of it for me is just the rubber thing at the back here because it needs a lot of cooling because it's got a lot of performance. So sitting in here is an Intel Core i9, an 11th gen i9. That's what, 8 cores and 16 threads. Yeah, it's a beast. And then the GPU is an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060. But the funny thing is when you look at it, like, it's not aggressively styled in a way that you would actually think, nah, this is a serious hardcore gaming machine. But yeah, it is. Yeah.
So the famous question, but can it run Crysis?
I'm still downloading it. We are yet to answer that question, and trust me, we will. But yeah, I mean, if this is that much performance, how much performance is in that thing?
Yeah, so this is a Core i7, 6 core, it's a 9th gen, and we have 16 gig of RAM, and then there's AMD Radeon 5300 M.
Yeah, it's the Radeon Pro. Yeah,
yes, Pro. And it's got 4 gigs of RAM, and yeah, that's about it.
Okay, cool. Well, I mean, I guess we should open them. So what do you think about displays? Which one do you think looks better?
I wish I had the same wallpaper now, because
I mean, that's what Google is for.
Yeah, so the thing is, this looks like a smartphone display.
Yeah,
it looks very OLED-ish, you know. Maybe it is actually OLED. You could correct me.
Nah, it's IPS.
But
yeah,
it looks like that. It's that level of quality. So I like this. Yours is also really good. Like, I can't.
And that's the thing. So the thing is, like, when I had the Envy had a really good screen at the time when I got it. I was like, man, this is the best screen I've seen in a laptop. Well, I had not checked out Apple stuff, so forgive me. But when I then moved to the Asus, it was just crazy. So the Asus display, it is a 2K display, Quad HD, 2560 by 1600 in terms of the resolution. It supports HDR, which I guess brings out the vividness of the colors. And also it's got a refresh rate of 165 Hertz, which comes with an asterisk on my specific PC because there's a bit of a bug in it, but it is a beautiful display. It is really, really beautiful. In terms of sharpness, the MacBook takes the cake here by a bit, by like 1,000 pixels. But I guess it goes testament to how like sharp and crisp it is compared to mine. I mean, mine is also sharp and crisp, but that's on the next level.
It's good. Like it's really good. Especially when you're gaming. Like when I played a little session, I was like, yeah, this is a good display.
Oh yeah, it's fun. It's pretty impressive. So storage wise, this one is sitting on 2 terabytes of internal storage. 2 terabytes being split in 2 bays. It supports 2 M.2 NVMe slots, so that's some super fast storage that you can have. Boot times are insane. The last time I clocked it, 20 seconds from hitting the power button to seeing the desktop, so it's pretty brisk. And fingerprint is built into the power button, so as soon as it kind of caches your fingerprint when you switch it on, and then it will unlock the device automatically from that cached fingerprint.
Nice.
It's smooth. But I noticed something. So it then you then have to like I noticed it works best if you keep the finger on for like a second or two and then remove it.
Oh, okay.
If you just tap it and go, it will always say it couldn't recognize the fingerprint. So I guess it's kind of the time when the BIOS is booting up and grabbing that information. So yeah, just a second or two. But after I did that, works great. Yeah, no bezels. I mean, yours doesn't have bezels as well, but man,
literally like
it's no bezels. What's the storage situation on yours?
1 terabyte. No, 512 gig. You see, I want a 1 terabyte so much.
I mean, you could buy it.
So 512 gigabytes hard drive. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Boot times also equally fast. What I didn't expect, but which makes a lot of sense, is the experience of the MacBook. Literally, it's off. The lid is shut. You just opening the lid turns on the laptop. I don't need to press any power button. The next thing, I'm putting my finger, Touch ID, and I'm unlocked.
And that's some rapid Touch ID. Mine is not that quick. Like the guy, I think again we'll show this in like the beauty shots, but he's just tapping it casually and he's in. So with mine, like yeah, if you tap it the wrong way, yeah, which is testament to like Apple's optimization of its stuff, man. Like how has it been to use, like in terms of like battery life, features and what?
Quite good. There's this time when I was working in the park and full brightness. I think I got 3 hours, around 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, without like, because of the brightness and also like a lot that was just running, I think I can do 5 if I'm just chilling, doing casual things. It's good battery. Like I don't complain. I don't feel like I'm lacking anything. I think that's what Apple tries to push, like not the specs but the experience. Like how are you gonna feel when you're using it? Do you feel like, oh no, this battery is just running out too quickly? Or it's like, yeah, sure, I managed to do all the work that I wanted to do in the amount of time that the battery was on.
Oh, I guess it's similar to mine as well. So
6, I'm guessing 6.
No, it's actually 5. So on battery, without turning on the power save mode, yeah, it was around 4.5 to 5 hours. So a couple of days ago, actually, I was just uploading stuff on the internet in town because my internet at home is the weak stuff. Anyways, so I was actually uploading stuff whilst I was editing another video, and the video I was editing was shot in like 4K at 60 frames per second. And yeah, I mean, in about 3.5 hours it had run out of juice, which is not bad considering the hardware. I mean, the battery is big, like they are bordering on like the limits of the size of battery you can chuck in a portable device, because it's a 90 watt hour battery.
Audio?
Sound! How do they sound? Where's my file manager? Right, so Asus Zephyrus M16. So yeah, hit me. It's not fair. It's not fair. But yeah, so whilst the Asus ROG Zephyrus M16 speakers sound pretty good, these are just more. It's this, but more. You know, they are fuller, they are richer, they are louder on the MacBook compared to on the Asus. So yeah, in terms of audio quality, It's not that big of a contest really. But yeah, when it comes to display, there is a glitch if I go beyond 60 hertz refresh rate. I think it's a hardware fault because all drivers are updated. So
that one sucks.
yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Especially when games try and force themselves to use high refresh rate and then a third of the panel starts glitching. That's interesting. But yeah, I mean, this is me we're talking about. I will stick it to 60. And it still looks great at 60 because it's a consistent smooth 60. There's no frame drops. And this is like at max settings. So I guess it's sort of like an optimum place for it to be. But also I would want to game at 165 hertz because I mean that's butter.
Trackpad size.
I got this and I was like, this is an estate, man. Like this is too much trackpad. But look at that.
Literally a whole hand.
At
like
that. Like we can even do like, let's do the iPhone 13 Pro test. See?
with some.
Look at that. The whole thing fits with a gap. With a gap. Now let's try that on here.
Yeah, it's literally covered.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, except the bottom. Yeah, there's still some. Yeah.
There's still some gap at the bottom, but yeah, that side, it's gone. Yeah, how has palm rejection been on yours? I mean, you've been using a Magic Mouse for the longest, but like whenever you then, when you're in the park,
it rejects.
Yeah, mine doesn't. So mine, I have to make sure that my palms are elevated. Otherwise, I will. So a lot of the times, I'm trying to double finger scroll so that I can scroll through stuff. And then all my windows just disappear because I did a triple one and it closed all windows. So I then have to go to the taskbar and maximize the windows because they'll have been minimized. So yeah, I've done that a couple of times to a point where I know there's a person in this room who will be so happy to the point where I actually now use my mouse. Like my physical mouse.
We see, they don't see you, but we see you.
We see you, man. Yeah, so yeah, it's, for me it's been, and also like the trackpad feels like it's a bit too low. So if I'm switching between commands on the keyboard and then scrolling on the trackpad, I feel my wrists getting strained. But it was less of that strain with an actual physical mouse. So there is that. So yeah. I don't know how's that when coding? I mean, it looks like buttons are different from Windows.
Yeah, you adjust. Like, I adjusted. The first few days it was just like hectic. Like this command button especially, like, it's the thing that threw me off on everything. I was like, what? Like, you're supposed to be control, but no, you're not. There's a control button on the side. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, I adjusted. Now it's second nature.
And the touch bar.
Yeah.
Do you use it?
I do. Particularly for like next. So when I'm playing songs on Spotify, if I want to do next, pause, or there's this weird one where when I'm in full screen, watching something, right, and then I want to exit. There's an exit full screen like button that's just there. I just reach for it and then take it.
Oh, that's convenient.
But outside of those, brightness as well. But I think it's because those are the things that I can only do via the touch bar. Like there's no other way of doing them, or it's the shortest way for me to do. Like I think I can exit full screen by Control Escape or something. But then it's like that's like a whole longer process than just clicking a button that says, or touching a button that says exit full screen. Because that is also something that I miss on. So on the HP, because it had a full island keyboard, so it was your keyboard plus a numpad. Yeah.
There were some keys that were dedicated to other stuff like play, pause, music, as well as skipping it. And that's not there. This one also doesn't have a print screen button. So if I want to just print whatever it is, like take a full screen snip. So it was Windows and print. Yes, but
lazy.
No.
Jesus.
That's the thing. We are now converting a 2-click process into a 5-click process, because what I then have to do now is if I press Ctrl-Shift-S, it will do a full screen snip and save it to the clipboard, and then I have to open the pic on the clipboard, and then it opens in Paint and then save in Paint so that that screenshot is saved on the actual device. Otherwise, it will just stay on the clipboard.
But that's fine though, because whenever you need it, you just get it.
Up until the PC restarts itself and it's gone.
I mean, I say that I have a print screen button.
You have it.
I don't have one. Like, I just got used to doing it that way.
Speaking about the clipboard, this is where the ecosystem thing really shines. So there's a shared clipboard between the laptop and the phone, the MacBook and an iPhone. So there's a time when I wanted to share a screenshot from the laptop. I was like, okay, I've taken the screenshot. Now I have to go to WhatsApp web, open it because I didn't have it open, and then send. But then I remembered, oh, shared clipboard. Guess what? You can paste a picture that you took from the MacBook on the iPhone, and it sends whatever you want to send. Like I was,
that's impressive.
I was like, nah, you have me there. Like you've cut, like what you're saying, extra steps that I would have to take to share a screenshot on WhatsApp because my phone is already there, open, really quick to open WhatsApp, paste,
and it sends.
It does suck when you don't want it to work. Like when I copy a code snippet because I'm working on the laptop, and then I go to the iPhone and I paste that code snippet. Yet I thought there was something else on the iPhone.
Oh yeah.
Right? So you then see the thing that you don't want to see. And then you're okay, fine.
And then you have to
recopy.
Select all.
Yeah. And
delete.
So in those cases, that's when I'm like, oh yeah, it's convenient when you really needed to share.
Yeah.
But there are other times when you want to just copy stuff on the phone and then it doesn't go like to the laptop or vice versa. You just want to be working on the phone.
I guess that also speaks to like the convenience that Apple offers in terms of just, removing as much effort from the user as possible and doing it all in the background, because it's kind of the interesting philosophies between these two PCs. So this one has an Armory Crate button, and if you click on that, it gives you access to everything on the laptop.
I see so many dials.
Exactly. I mean, look at this. It's like a rev counter, man. I'm like, man, can I get to 5? Can I get to 5? Then I realized, no, that's 5 gigahertz. You will melt your PC. And I'm like, okay, 4.5 is fine.
Yeah.
It is fine. But like, it's so much control because like you can literally tweak the amount of power you're sending to the CPU, the amount of power you're sending to the GPU, the speed at which the fans will be spinning at. You can monitor the temps. You can adjust, like, so it has, I haven't used it, I don't know how it sounds, but it has some AI noise cancelling for the actual speakers on the laptop. Again, I have not used that, so I don't know how well it works, and I still don't know which button I press to switch it on or off. I'm still learning. It's been 2 weeks, guys. But like, it's so much more control. They want you to push buttons and push all of them, like not a lot, all of them. And that's a different philosophy to the Apple product, the MacBook, because the MacBook is just, hey man, everything is decided. What do you want to do? Okay, cool. Just click this button.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
With this one, you go into the weeds. So the other time, again, I'm still learning this thing. So forgive me. But the other time, I was clicking, so there is this GPU button. So right now it's on standard MS hybrid mode. So I clicked on it and it went to eco mode, and then I clicked on it the other time and I think it went to like iGPU mode. And I didn't know what that meant. Up until I figured out that it disabled the NVIDIA graphics card. So the system could no longer see that graphics card. Apparently it's to save power, if you want to save power. I didn't know that that's what's going on. It's only when I wanted to export a video that I noticed that number one, it's taking too long, and number two, in resources, the Intel's integrated GPU, the Intel Ultra HD 630, I think on this, I'll check. I'm not too sure which one it is, but it was on 100%. It was choking because I was trying to export footage shot in 4K at 60. So I mean, it should come with a tutorial because there are just so many buttons, but it just speaks to the type of person who's going to buy this laptop. It's someone who wants to get into the weeds. I mean, you can even create profiles. You can have like 10 different setups. Profile.
Rendering profile.
Yeah, exactly. So whenever you want to do a specific task, boom, it's done. So I was impressed. But even for a person like me, it's just too much control, man. Like, I think I've probably explored like 10 to 15% of what this Armory crate does to this PC.
That's your homework.
That's my homework. I have a lot of homework. But yeah, it's vibes. It's vibes. So in conclusion,
That is it.
what's up? What's with these pieces? Would this entice you to come back to Windows?
I had this discussion with the man behind the camera, and I was like, you know what?
I'm just trying to let my
Getting roped into it.
just like something about me. Okay, continue.
So
Yes.
I switched from Android to iPhone, and the same like argument is always there on Android. You know, Android gives you so much more customization. You get to do this.
Yes.
What.
You can watch the video on this thing over there.
Yeah. But then since I've moved to the iPhone, I've not felt the need for that. So I think these devices are made for a specific person. Like, yeah, sure, there was a point in my life when I wanted all that customization, when I wanted, to play games that are demanding, whatever arguments you can use for choosing an Android over an iPhone. But now the iPhone is good enough. Like, it works for what I do. It's basically a phone. I open it, I open WhatsApp, I open iMessage, I call, and that's basically take photos. I think taking photos and videos is the thing that I do the most on the phone. So similarly with the MacBook, gaming, yes. So the first time I tried to play a game, City Skylines, I was freaked out. I thought I was gonna burn the laptop because it was so hot, like right at the top in the middle. And I was like, flip, I'm gonna fry this thing. Let me just stop. It's not meant for gaming. Stop. But then turns out, no, actually you can game on it. City Skylines to be specific. Anything else? I've not attempted.
Tricky.
I have not even attempted anything else. So if you're not a huge gamer, again, this works for. I think I don't want to say that because I feel like they makes like this one not for professionals. I was gonna say this is like a laptop for professionals. You use it if you want to do business, whether you're programming, you're video editing, but you're doing specific professional tasks.
Yeah.
Though you can now, like gaming is a profession. You can be a professional gamer. So there's that argument. So if you're someone who's just using a laptop for that and you want a game, you get a console, something dedicated to just gaming. MacBook works for you. If you want something that can do it all, this is where you should be at. Because the MacBook will definitely let you down in a lot of places. You're like,
Yeah, and I guess that's pretty much the theme for it. Like, if you are in the ecosystem of Apple, this makes more sense. And it's optimized for a bunch of things, so it will do the job. But if you are a tinkerer, I guess you would prefer Windows, you'd prefer Android, and whatever it is that comes with it, because you feel you need to push a lot more buttons than necessary. So, thank you all for watching.
I don't understand the shit. Like, I'm trying to understand what I did to deserve this. Here I am doing your job yet.
Yes. Don't worry. I'll feed you.
Thank you.
Catch y'all next time.
that is it. Au revoir.
Peace.